Hello, this is Landon Beard, and this is my reflection number 3. We'll start off with task number 1. As you can see, the Wild Rescues webpage should be displayed with the image shown. Task number 1 had me upload the files from the last chapter, or from the last lab, for chapter 2, lab number 2. First, I click this link for copy chapter 2, and I came over to these files over here. These files were not here before. It was only the resources, and that's what it downloaded into. And so I moved, and also the images were in the resources file. So I moved everything into the same file with the rescue, or into the rescue file. And I created a subfolder within the rescue file for the images. As you can see, the about, contact, index, and template HTML files are separated from the images. And the images have the baby raccoons and the tortoise picture in here. Moving on, I finished task number 1. I created each of the hyperlinks within, I'll go into the right file, into the template file. Originally, these were only words showing the home, about us, partnership, gallery, FAQs, and the contact. I created a link, a hyperlink to each of these that would open onto each of these pages, index, about, and contact. And then moved into the index file to where I transferred the links into this one also. I went back to the template file and nested the div elements right here. Moved on to task number 4, in which I was still within the template file, but for also the index file, I created this email with a hyperlink down here at the bottom for contact@wildrescues.net. You can see I went to both and did this. Next, I moved back into the index file for task number 5 and added a new div element in which the ID was welcome. After that, I created another ID for another div element titled latest, with H2 element containing our latest rescue, baby raccoons, for task 6 and 7. For task number 8, then below the H2 element here in the div ID with latest, I created the image source of the baby raccoons, inserted the alternate text, the height and the width elements that were necessary, along with the paragraph that contained meet our latest rescues, Fizz, Bandit, and Mohawk. These 3 little guys are found abandoned near a home, for task number 8 and number 9. I then moved on to number 10 and 11, which I created a new file with the about file. What I did is I went over here to this file, went down to the template, and created a new one in which I just copy and pasted and renamed the about file, and then replaced the names up here at the file name, the title, switched it to about us, and I switched the date and a few other elements. Next, I went down into the div that was created before at the main element and titled it info, and put in a few elements here. One, a title element with about us. Next, this paragraph insert I just copy and pasted straight from the text. For some reason, for the next one, this paragraph right here, it was not working correctly, and stating that I'll just go down here and just say that the div element did not work for some reason. It says add a paragraph element with a specific specified text content. Everything was correct with this. It displays correctly in the page whenever I pull it up. I'm assuming the rehabilitators text is wrong in some kind of manner. I added commas, proper grammar. Nothing was working. I'm not very sure, but I was happy with my grade, which was a 99, so I'm not too worried about that. Then next I went back into the template file and I created another page, which was the contact.html file. And same as the about file, I updated the names, the file name, the title name, dates, and everything like that. But then I went down to the main elements, with the div elements and created an ID called contact, and then added a few elements, the H2 elements saying you can reach us at, and a few paragraph elements stating a few contact information sources, such as the office phone number, the email, and the address, with a Google Maps link, hyperlink inserted, which was task 15, 14, 15, and 16. Lastly, which is what I did at the beginning, which is I moved everything in the resources folder to the rescue folder and put it into an images folder, in which I was able to successfully extract them and actually put them into the files. And I can go ahead and build the index file and show that it works. Here's basically what is the home page. Here's a picture, the contact at the bottom, copyright, a few paragraph markers, and then from here I can click on the About Us page, which will link, and will show the paragraph. And see, this link works correctly, and it will pull up whenever I click this and try to go into another link. I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with this one. And then I can click on the contact page, and it'll take me to that one also, in which each of these contact sources and everything is displaying correctly. Okay, well, that was Chapter 3, Lab 3. Each of the pages seems to be correct. Other than that one mistake, I'm happy with my grade, but if there's anything I can improve on, please let me know. Thank you.